This is Optimal Startup Daily, episode 561, Conver-Speaking and Be Heard, both by Michael Piperno of michaelpiperno.com. And I am Dan, your host and narrator, and welcome to Optimal Startup Daily. Whether you are new here or a longtime listener, this is where I read to you from some of the very best blogs on entrepreneurship. And sometimes we find a couple of shorter posts from an author, and that's what we have done today. We've got two posts from Michael Piperno, and we're going to get started right now with the first one as we optimize your life. Conver-Speaking by Michael Piperno of michaelpiperno.com. When I led a brand communication agency, I had to do a lot of pitches. In preparation for each pitch meeting, my team and I would craft a presentation that would tell the prospect a story that we thought would resonate with them. It would include an assessment of their situation, our proposed approach to solving the problem, and samples of previous work and the results they created. Then I'd rehearse the presentation to death. I was always confident and ready to present it by meeting day. 80% of the time, I would not present it as planned, and that was by design. My goal when walking into the room was always to get my audience talking first. If I could do so, the meeting would naturally become a conversation, an opportunity to share experiences, pain points, and potential solutions as real people genuinely interested in collaborating. Would I use the slides we had prepared? In most cases, yes, but I would jump around and bring up examples as the conversation warranted. It all depended on how the conversation went. A few times, not a single slide was shown, and we still won the work. 20% of the time, the people in the room needed to see the traditional pitch, and I would give it to them. Still, I would try to treat the presentation as a conversation, getting them involved along the way as much as possible, and trying to make it a two-way dialogue instead of a monologue. Next time you need to present, think about your audience and what they need to hear from you, and also why you both are there. Then consider how to make it more of a conversation than a speech or presentation. It's not always possible, but when it is, a two-way dialogue will make it easier for you to build a stronger relationship from the start. And I've got another post coming up for you in just a sec. But first, fortune favors the bold, the strong, the brave. For your business to break out of anything holding you back, you need business checking as brave as you are. Introducing Novo Business Checking. Novo is powerfully simple business checking, and unlike the traditional banking model, Novo has no minimum balances, no transaction limits, and no hidden fees. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, Novo is customized to your business to save you time and free up cash flow with seamless integrations to Stripe, Shopify, QuickBooks Online, and more. Sign up for Novo for free and join the community of over 150,000 fearless small businesses who found the customizable business checking solution that admires their bravery. Sign up for your free business checking account right now at novo.co/startup. Plus, Optimal Startup Daily listeners get access to over $5,000 in perks and discounts. Go to novo.co/startup to sign up for free. novo.co/startup. Novo Platform Inc. is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided by Middlesex Federal Savings FA. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. Be Heard by Michael Piperno of michaelpiperno.com. When we feel we aren't being heard, a common reaction is to talk louder or interrupt. And if you're an introvert, you might lean the other way and keep your comments to yourself instead of trying to share them with those who need to hear them. Your voice counts. Considering how you personally operate in certain situations, as well as how the specific people you communicate with listen to and process information, will help you be heard and, more importantly, understood. Here are some tips. 1. Let kindness lead the way. You can never go wrong by being kind, and doing so diffuses tension and helps others avoid feeling defensive. Even in the most difficult conversations, when you show the other person that you care, you make your communications more tailored to their needs and more effective. 2. Read the room. If you have experience with the people in the room, you likely know how they operate. Some may just want the facts quickly, while some may like to dive in deep and understand the background. Whenever possible, try to tailor your communications to the needs of the people in the room and give them what they need to be able to connect with and understand you. 3. Listen now and speak later. If you can't formulate the right response on the fly, give yourself the time you need to process everything and craft a response that you can feel good about. You can always have a second conversation later when you've gathered your thoughts, or send a follow-up message with your response after the heat of the moment has passed. 4. Don't hide or procrastinate. It's easy to hide behind emails or text communication because you can lob your thoughts over the fence to get it off your shoulders and plop it into their court. Consider when you need a call, video conference, or meeting to discuss a topic, move something forward right away, or put an issue to bed. 5. A good visual can make all the difference. Some people need a visual aid to help them grasp a concept. Consider when a topic might benefit from something people can see to help them connect the dots. This can be something you prepare beforehand, or a quick sketch you create on a whiteboard to help people grasp the idea. 6. Sometimes you just can't beat a blowhard. There are people who need to hear themselves talk and refuse to listen. Don't try to win. Instead, figure out how you can slowly persuade them over the longer term. Share your perspective, but don't expect to convince them to agree with you today. And 7, let others be heard. Listening is probably the most powerful tool you have in your communications toolbox. Everyone wants to feel that their voice matters. And don't forget, most people never get thanked for the good work they do, and it means a lot when they do. Thank people for contributing, and validate them when you hear something that adds to the conversation. You just listened to the posts titled Conver-Speaking and Be Heard, both by Michael Piperno of michaelpiperno.com. And thank you to Michael. He is a leadership communication coach and workplace relationships consultant. Through coaching, consulting, and group training programs, he helps professionals communicate clearly, speak and present more effectively, build and maintain positive and healthy business relationships, refine their personal brands, and lead with confidence. He also helps teams prepare to present at high-stakes meetings and is a skilled advisor to teams with communication problems that impact internal dynamics, relationships, and culture. For a lot more great content from Michael, you can visit michaelpiperno.com. And thank you so much again to Michael for letting us share his work today. But that should do it for this episode 561. Hope you enjoyed it and that you have a great rest of your day. And I'll be back here with you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.